It started with a message I almost ignored. 2:47 a.m. My phone lit up in the dark room. Unknown number. The message said, "Don't trust her. She isn't where you think she is." I stared at it for a few seconds. Then I laughed. Because who even sends things like that? Spam? Joke? Some bored person? I locked my phone and tried to sleep again. But then, it buzzed again. Same number. Second message. Check her location. That's when something in my stomach dropped. Not fear. Not panic. Something worse. Curiosity. I opened her chat. She had told me earlier she was at home, tired, sleeping early. But when I checked her last active status, it didn't match. Not even close. I told myself to relax. To stop overthinking. But my finger was already moving. Opening her location. And what I saw didn't make sense. She wasn't at home. She wasn't even nearby. She was across the city. Near a place she had never mentioned before. My heart started beating faster. I called her. Once. No answer. Twice. No answer. Then I got another message. From the same unknown number. Now you understand. And that's when I realized. This wasn't random. Someone wanted me to see this. On purpose. My hands were shaking. I kept staring at the message. Check her location. It felt like someone was watching me. Waiting. I opened her location again. Still the same place. Across the city. But now I wasn't just confused. I was obsessed. Something about this didn't feel random anymore. I called her again. This time, she answered. "Hey," she said softly. Her voice was calm. Too calm. Like nothing was wrong. "Where are you?" I asked immediately. A short pause. "At home." "I told you." That pause was enough. I noticed it. I looked at the phone again. The unknown number sent another message. Ask her again. My stomach dropped. "Are you sure you're at home?" I asked. "Yes," she said quickly this time. Too quickly. I didn't know what to believe anymore. But something inside me pushed harder. "I might come by," I said. Silence. Longer this time. Then. "Why?" And that's when the message came again. From the unknown number. "She's not alone." I froze. My heart started pounding. "Who are you with?" I asked her directly. "What?" "Nobody." "I told you I'm alone." But her voice changed. Just slightly. Like she was thinking too hard before answering. I didn't say anything. I just hung up. And immediately. Another message. "Now go see for yourself." That's when I grabbed my jacket. And left. I drove faster than I should have. Every red light felt like a delay between me and the truth. Between me and whatever was waiting on the other side of this story. Her apartment lights were on. That was the first thing I noticed. She said she was alone. But the lights told a different story. I stood outside for a moment. Phone in my hand. No new messages. Just silence now. Worse than before. I knocked. Once. No answer. Again. Still nothing. Then I heard footsteps. Slow. Careful. The door opened slightly. And there she was. My girlfriend. But something was wrong. Her face wasn't surprised to see me. It was controlled. Like she was prepared. "Why are you here?" she asked softly. I didn't answer. I just looked past her shoulder. Inside the apartment. Empty. Or at least, it looked empty. "Who else is here?" I asked. "No one," she said immediately. Too fast again. I stepped inside anyway. The air felt heavy. Not dramatic. Just wrong. Like someone had been there recently. I checked the living room. Nothing. Kitchen. Nothing. But then. My phone vibrated. Unknown number. Look closer. I stopped. My girlfriend was watching me now. Not scared. Not confused. Just watching. And then I heard it. A sound. From the bedroom. A small movement. Like someone shifted weight. She noticed my reaction. And for the first time, her expression changed. Just slightly. Not fear. Not panic. Something closer to frustration. "No one is here," she repeated. But this time, it sounded like she was trying to convince herself too. I walked toward the bedroom. Slowly. Each step louder in my head than in reality. My hand touched the door handle. Paused. "Behind me," she said. "You shouldn't open that." And that's when I knew. Whatever was inside was the answer I came for? I opened the door. Slowly. Just enough for the room to reveal itself. At first, nothing. Just darkness. Heavy silence. Then my eyes adjusted. And I saw it. Empty room. No one inside. No movement. No hiding person. Just an open window slightly moving the curtains. I turned back instantly. "To where is he?" I asked. She didn't answer. She was just standing there. Watching me. My phone vibrated again. Unknown number. "You looked in the wrong place." I froze. "What does that mean?" I whispered. And then. I heard it. Not from the bedroom. Not from inside the apartment. From behind me. Footsteps. Slow. Very close. I turned. And saw him. My best friend. Standing in the hallway. I couldn't speak. My brain refused to connect anything anymore. "What are you doing here?" I finally asked. He didn't look surprised. He looked tired. Like he had been waiting for this moment for a long time. "She's not the problem," he said quietly. I looked at him. Then at her. Then back at him. Nothing made sense anymore. "You've been texting me," I said. He shook his head. "No." A pause. Then he added. "I never had your number." Silence. Heavy. Final. And that's when my girlfriend finally spoke. Softly. Almost like she was sorry. It wasn't him. I stared at her. "What are you talking about?" She looked at me directly. And said. "You were texting yourself." For a moment. My mind went completely blank. Because the unknown number. The messages. The location. Everything. It wasn't someone exposing her. It wasn't my friend. It wasn't a stranger. It was me. From another account I didn't remember creating. Messages I sent. Things I forgot. Thoughts I didn't recognize anymore. And the last thing I heard from him was, "You've been losing trust in her for a long time, you just needed a reason."